What's going on, guys? Ace here, and today I'm bringing you a video sort of more toward Rainbow Six Siege. Yeah, it's actually just completely Rainbow Six Siege. So, I guess if you don't really understand it that much, then I'm sorry, but I kind of wanted to switch it up a little bit more because, I mean, Call of Duty does get boring eventually, and I did just get the new operator that came out with the Red Crow DLC for Rainbow Six Siege, and I wanted to kind of talk about what, if it's good, if it's bad, and what I kind of think about it, because everybody's opinions will change and, like, will be different, but what I think about Echo, I'm not really doing too much on Hibana, but Echo, I feel like I could give a pretty decent opinion on, and I kind of wanted to go into a little bit of reasoning of that, and so I guess let's just start it off. And like Echo, I've been using him for a couple days now. I was on Thanksgiving break, so I did not know, I didn't get the DLC or until like a couple days ago, like 2 or 3 days ago. But I've been using him a lot, and I've been using him pretty frequently, and not a lot of people seem to have him or like just don't want to pick him or anything. And it's not because he's bad necessarily, but like he's to me he's actually pretty good. Like I actually really like using him, and some parts do kind of stand out, and then some parts kind of make me want to pick a different operator because there are a couple reasons. And one of those reasons is that Echo, like, his drone, like, seems like it would be pretty hard to spot, but, like, it's camouflaged, but, it still is pretty easy to find. Like, once you get hit with the stun thing, I'm pretty sure that it's a lot easier to find the drone if you get hit, and then it's really easy to find the drone. You can destroy it easily. It's just, like, a one-shot hit, and then it's dead. But, like, there's also easier ways, because it, like, kind of shines even when it's sort of in its camouflaging state, and most times it doesn't even camouflage because like people are trying to move it around and like try to get it to a better position, and so you could probably see it really easily, and it's not too hard to counter. You kind of just have to stay in the same place. And honestly, the only reason you would use it in multiplayer, like I would use it when you can communicate to other people now, because the drone can't spot enemies, which is a really big flaw of it, because if you're playing with friends, then it's perfectly fine. You can kind of tell your friends, like, in your team, wherever the person is, and, like, kind of where to, like, kind of direct them so that they know where he is, because you can stun the enemies all you want, but the people around you won't know, and you can't necessarily just stun them and then, like, go all the way out of your way, out of the objective room, and then go ahead and kill that person, like, unless they are in the objective room, and that kind of defeats the purpose, because, like, you already have eyes in the objective room because there's probably 2 or 3 people at least in the objective room, so there's really no point. But like sometimes there are blind spots, but for roamers, I mean, it stuns people and it's good, but like it's not amazing. Like it's not amazingly helpful. It's not something that like I don't know, other things could be as useful for, like Caveira's like interrogation technique. That's really good. And then there's also black eye cameras. I mean, this isn't bad either, but, like, I feel like what would make it so much better is that if the drone was accessible, not necessarily the stun function, but if it was accessible to see, or it could, like, tag the enemies and tell them where they are. And, that's kind of the negative side of them. Now, there's a lot more positives, though, of this thing, because the ability is really cool. Like, there's a drone. You can find enemies. If you're, like, more of, like, a solo player and you don't really necessarily want to assist other people, this is the right operator for you, because you can easily go ahead and like take people out really easily. Like if you see someone in the objective room and you're in a corner and they don't necessarily see you yet, you can stun them and then go ahead and take the easy kill, because they're going to be really disoriented and it's going to be really hard for them to actually get the kill. So that's also a good thing. But like besides the ability, he has really cool guns. Like there is a suppressed MP5, which you can't take off the suppressor. But, like, it's fun to switch it up. Like, if you don't normally play suppressed, like, I don't normally play with the suppressor on any of my guns. There's only a suppressor on my pistols, usually, and that's only, like, on half of them. And it's really fun to, like, try to figure out how to use suppressed guns, because it is, like, a little skill you need to learn, that you can't just go ahead and, like, fire the entire time. You have to kind of tap fire, but it doesn't make it more accurate. You kind of have to learn these skills on the way, and suppressor is really nice because other people can't like necessarily tell where you are, and it just adds to the more, like, you learn more of the game, and it's just suppressed. Like it's a unique sort of weapon. It's basically the MP5, from like Rook or Doc or like some of the other Mute, like has the MP5K. But it's really fun to use, and it's just like a really nice weapon. It's pretty accurate. I would put on the ACOG scope if you guys are able to afford it. It's not that much, 250 renown, but like that one's really good. The shotgun, however, is also really, really good. I love using the shotgun. It's probably one of the best shotguns in the game. Like, it does so much damage. It has quite a bit of range, and it's just really fun to use. I don't think I have gameplay of the shotgun right now, but because I was playing casual and there weren't enough rounds to play with the shotgun. But it's really, really fun to use, and you can make holes and stuff, kill holes really easily. And you also, as the next weapon, you have the basically the mini SMG-11, but it's not called that. It's called the Bearing or something like that. I forgot what the name is, but it's also really good. I honestly would say it's better than the SMG-11 because they took off the ACOG scope anyway, so I really like this. I used the holographic sight and use a suppressor on it anyway, but it's really, really nice to use for those long-range kills. So you can use a shotgun and the Bearing or whatever it's called. It's basically like an SMG. It's really, really nice to use, and it's just a good combo, like your shotgun, and then you have your SMG, and then you have like your personal stun drone, and you also have like a shield or whatever you want to use, shield or the barbed wire, which are the two special, like, not abilities, but like the things that the other operators also have. And the other pistol is apparently like kind of like a remake of the P226 from the other operators like Mute and Sledge and Thatcher and stuff like that, and it's a pretty good pistol. But I mean, who wouldn't want to pick another SMG over a normal pistol? It's really kind of a no-brainer. But like sometimes it's good to use that pistol. It's sometimes more, it's like accurate and stuff. But like honestly, I'd probably always go with the SMG because it's like another gun. Like if you're in a tight spot, you really need another gun that can shoot fast and is basically as good as your primary. So I would go ahead and use the SMG. But like, here you could probably see some gameplay of it, or you were probably watching some IQ gameplay, like who uses that operator. I actually like the operator just because of the guns, but the ability is kind of useless. And one thing that they kind of thought that, a lot of people thought that IQ would kind of get like not necessarily a buff, but like people would like to use IQ more to find the drone, and that's kind of what people said when the black eye cameras came out with Valkyrie, but it really just doesn't really fit in because you have to take it out and then scan it, and or like try to find the drone, and then you put it back because you don't find it, and then you get shocked or stunned or whatever. It just really doesn't work out that well. And yeah, so hopefully you guys did enjoy, and think something like if you want to buy Echo or Hibana or not. Hibana, I don't have Hibana, and I'm probably not going to get Hibana, and this is like one reason why. I mean, she's a good operator. I'm not saying she's not, but I feel like an alternative like Thermite is basically as good. I actually feel like Thermite's better because like it's a bigger hole. Like you can also peek through it, and you can also go through it without using more ammo. Like technically, Hibana has like 1.5 times, or like 0.75, or I don't know, 0.75 times of like the breaching abilities that Thermite has, because Thermite can open up 2 big holes where you can go on through, and Hibana could only open 1 and then 1 other peeking hole, which is like sometimes it could be a good tactical way to do things, but honestly I feel like Thermite's better. I mean, Hibana can do it at a range. It's like Ash and Thermite combined, which is cool, but like that's kind of not my playstyle, I guess, so I'm not gonna get Hibana. My next operator is probably gonna be Buck or Blackbeard, but that just kind of remains to be found out. But anyway, hopefully you guys did enjoy, and you kind of know how Echo is, because I do have some gameplay. I probably did pretty trash in this gameplay anyway, but enjoy the gameplay. I don't know how long it's gonna last, but there's also IQ, and if my voice did sound a little weird, I am kind of sick, so sorry about that. But yeah, hopefully you guys did enjoy, and yeah, so that's kind of my thoughts on Echo. I think he's pretty cool, and he's a pretty good operator. Like, I did spend 25,000 renown to get him, but it was probably because he was new and stuff. But he's not like not worth it. He's worth it. It's a good operator. You just need to kind of develop a skill of using the drone, and like also paying attention to your surroundings when you're not using the drone, because it's really kind of difficult to go ahead and use your drone, because that's basically what you need to be doing all the time to survey the area that the drone is like looking at and stuff. But you also need to pay attention to what you're doing and like in the game, because you could probably get shot at really easily because you're not paying attention to what you're doing. And so, I mean, cameras Like, you check them once and then you're fine, but this drone is kind of more important. It's kind of more personal to you because nobody else can check them. So, yeah, you kind of have to develop a skill sort of thing for Echo, but when you can use him right, it's really, really cool. So, hopefully you guys did enjoy it, and I'll see you guys in the next video. I don't know what I should do next video, maybe more Rainbow or maybe more Call of Duty. I don't really know, but hopefully you guys did enjoy, and yeah, I'll see you guys in the next video. Don't just do it, ace it, and bye.